Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For anyone new here, hello, my name is Dr. Alexis Stevens. I'm a board certified dermatologist, and to get that degree, I had to go through a lot of schooling, college, med school, and residency, which all required so much very intensive training that it made it very difficult to actually hold any type of regular job while going through that training. I had to learn to stretch every single dollar. So in order to get by, I actually got so into saving that I became an extreme couponer. In doing that, I learned how to really save big on skincare. So in this video, I'm going to show you 10 easy ways to save money on skincare. Tip number 1, never should you ever pay full price for any item at Ulta or Sephora. Both Ulta and Sephora constantly have deals going on. For example, Ulta has a coupon all the time. In fact, I guarantee you they have a coupon right now. Let's take a look. If we go to Ulta, coupon, 20% off any one item. So if they don't have that coupon, they usually have their alternative coupon, which says like $3.50 off of $15. Ulta also has their own in-store deals. So make sure you're signed up for their newsletter because they have little secret tips and tricks in that newsletter on how to save money and promo codes. But they usually have a weekly deal. And you can even stack manufacturer coupons like the old school ones from the paper or printable ones with the in-store deals to save even more money. So that's a little trick with Ulta. Tip number 2 is to shop smart at Sephora. But make sure that you sign up for their newsletter too, because they always have promo codes and little deals of the week in those newsletters. Additionally, with Sephora, you really can save a little bit by getting those samples. So at every single station within Sephora, you can actually get 3 free samples every time you walk in. This is key for when, I recommend you guys patch test. Don't buy the full product first. Make sure that it actually will work for you. And you can do this by getting the samples over at Sephora. So you can get 3 free samples in the skincare section, the makeup section, the hair care section, etc. every time you walk in the door. So make sure that you're actually putting just a little bit of the product in a safe place before you buy the big product to make sure that it's not going to irritate you. You're not going to find out if the product is going to be miraculous and cause big changes in your skin in that little bitty sample, but you will find out whether or not your body will have adverse reactions to it and whether or not it's safe to actually purchase the big one. Now, don't worry if you actually did purchase a product and it caused you a reaction on the skin. At Sephora, you can actually return even used products for a store credit. Also, at Sephora, make sure you look at the products at the bottom of the end caps. Those are usually majorly discounted, so if you're looking for some sales or products that you just want to try at a great price, make sure you look at the products at the bottom of the end cap. And please, whatever you do, ignore the small little cute samples on the way to the checkout because those are not the best price per ounce. That's where they get you. You're going to be spending way more per ounce if you buy those little ones at the checkout counter. And if you're a frequent shopper at Sephora also, please make sure that you're signed up for their beauty rewards program where you get a point for every dollar you spend, which add up to free products. Everybody likes free products. And when you choose to redeem those points, if you're looking for the very best selection, actually redeem them online because you'll get way more choices online than when you're in store. And of course, the very best time to save at Ulta and Sephora are during their semi-annual sales. But now you know how you can save it year-round at either store. So tip number 3. Make sure that you are looking at the skincare at warehouses. So Costco has massive sales on skincare. I'm talking products up to 50 to even 70% off sometimes. So the bottom line at Costco is that they don't mark up their products more than 14%, which is really different than a lot of other stores who can mark up anywhere between 30 and 45%. So you're already getting a good deal on products at Costco's anyway. However, the in-store selection of Costco is really limited. If you look on Costco.com, you're going to find way more choices. Even products like Tatcha can be found on Costco.com. Now, if you don't have a membership, not to worry, you can actually still shop at Costco by getting a cash card. You can ask a friend or family member to just get you a Costco cash card, and you'll show that in order to enter the store, and you can actually use that to buy products. Another option is to go to the pharmacy because you can actually purchase the products behind the pharmacy counter without being a Costco member. And at Costco, you can save even more money with their instant manufacturer rebates. So oftentimes you'll walk in and they have the instant manufacturer rebates, and you can use the Costco coupons in the Costco booklet. Now, if you don't have it, don't worry. You can actually just go to the service counter and ask them for a Costco booklet, which has tons of coupons. Plus, you can stack that with the instant manufacturer rebate, and you've saved big bucks. Another little known secret is that you can save a massive amounts of money at NordstromRack.com in the skincare section, anywhere between like 70 and 80% sometimes off of skincare. And they have the really high-end skincare, so you may want to check out NordstromRack.com as well. And they sometimes include the skincare in the Clear the Rack sale, which gives you even more money off. Tip number 4 is to buy from sister companies. The beauty industry's little secret is that most of our favorite brands are actually all owned by the same big company. For example, L'Oreal owns SkinCeuticals, CeraVe, La Roche-Posay, and Vichy. When you share a company, you share a lot of other things too, like little trade secrets, ingredient formulations, and technologies. Big companies like to save big bucks. In order to do this, they cut down on production, which means that they actually share the same active ingredients throughout many of the companies. A great example of this is the Lancome and the L'Oreal micellar waters. If you look at the active ingredients list, the L'Oreal is an exact dupe of the Lancome. So a lot of times the companies will just change the scent or the texture a bit, and of course the marketing, and all of a sudden you have a completely different product at a very different price point. So tip number 4, take a look at the sister companies. Another example of this is Glow Recipe. So Glow Recipe's sister company, Sweet Chef, can be found at Target, or Allies of Skin sister company, which is PSA, at a much lower price point but very similar ingredients. Tip number 5 is to cut packages like this open once you think that they're empty. So often we toss these packages when we think that they're out of product, but there's usually about a week's worth left in the product. My recommendation is to actually place the product in a nice airtight jar like this. So what you could do is upcycle your old skincare jars so that when you are close to the end of another product, you can put it in another jar to protect it from air, light, bacteria, things that will degrade it or make it less effective or safe. It'll be safe if you put it in a nice jar like this. So that's a tip that you can actually use to just keep your current products a little bit longer and make sure that your trash can isn't benefiting from your skincare products. Tip number 6 is to stop wasting your products on cotton rounds. So things like essence and toners will actually last you so much longer if you just apply them directly to your finger pads and then tap them into the skin, as opposed to pouring them on the cotton round absorbing half of the product and then you applying it to your skin. So if you want to maximize your products, cut out the middleman cotton round and just apply them directly to your skin. Bonus tip, if you are using products that come in little rounds like this that are disposable, you can actually cut them in half and then you'll have twice as much product to use, which instead of like a 30-day supply would last you 60 days. Depending on the body surface area that you're using, you'll be able to assess whether or not half of this round would be enough. Like for the face, half would definitely be more than enough to apply the product, and then you have twice as much. Tip number 7 is to use apps for coupons and promo codes. So things like Ebates, Ibotta, Rakuten, Mild, or you can even use your favorite influencer or educator's coupon codes. We usually have them linked in our description boxes below. The other tip is to just go on the website of the brand that you want and make sure you look in their section, because many of them have coupons or sales or promo codes. It just takes a couple of seconds to do a quick search to save yourself some money. And you can even apply this tip for prescription medications. So there are websites like GoodRx.com that allow you to print coupons for prescription medications. And you can even compare the prices of different pharmacies for the same prescription. That way you're making sure you get the very best price. Whether you are insured or uninsured, you can actually still save money on prescription medications. I like to use this one because a lot of my patients don't have medical insurance. So when we are prescribing things, we try to save them as much money as possible by utilizing coupons like GoodRx.com. The good news is you don't even have to print this one out. You can actually just show the pharmacist thegoodrx.com on your phone. And this brings us to tip number 8, which is to use compounding pharmacies. So a lot of physicians, doctors, especially dermatologists, will send your prescription over to a compounding pharmacy. And if you don't have insurance or you're really trying to save big bucks, you can actually ask your doctor to please send your prescription to a compounding pharmacy. So you can either get the exact same medications from a brand name compounded for you, or your doctor may decide to customize the ingredients for your specific skin condition, and this saves big bucks. Tip number 9 is to utilize your HSA or your FSA funds on skincare, personal care, and sun care products. Did you know that you can get sunscreen with your HSA or your health savings account? So depending on your healthcare plan, you may have an HSA account or a health spending account, which allows you to buy skincare or self-care products or sunscreens from things like Amazon, your doctor's office, or even like supergoop.com. So definitely check out whether or not you have an HSA or an FSA account. Tip number 10 is to check out whether or not your doctor or dermatologist has a VIP membership. So at my office, for example, we have a VIP membership where our members save money on products as well as services. So you may want to check that out if you are a frequent flyer in your doctor's office. The biggest saving hack is to make sure that you're wearing a sunscreen every day. Sunscreen helps to prevent aging, worsening hyperpigmentation, and skin cancer. So you are protecting yourself and you're protecting the investment and all of the skincare products that you just purchased. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And until next time, guys, be well.